Okay, good day. I'll be discussing to you all about criminal procedure. Let us start with introduction. So ang first subject nyo sa first day of exam is CLJ, and that is criminal law and jurisprudence. So let us first differentiate law from jurisprudence. Ano ba ang kaibahan ng law at saka ng jurisprudence? So according to Sanchez-Roman, law is a rule of conduct. Rule of conduct. Kasi ito yung pwede, ang batas, ano you said, kung ano yung pwede, ano yung bawal. And it must be just and obligatory, means say, applicable to all person. But the most important thing to note is it must be promulgated by competent authority. Dapat ang gumawa niyan ay competent authority. So sa Pilipinas, ang may kapangyarihan lang na gumawa ng law sa atin ay ang Congress. Because they are the lawmaking body. While jurisprudence, ang ibang tawag yan, lumabas na to sa board exam, ay ito yung tinatawag ding case law. Okay? Case law. Why? Because this is a law that originates from a case. Galing siya sa isang kaso. Ano itong mga jurisprudence na to? Actually, these are decisions of the Supreme Court. Okay? And it form part of the law of the land. Ito yung mga decision ng Supreme Court. Ang tawag doon ay jurisprudence. So, katulad ng example, no? Republic Act 11325 or also known as Doble Plaka Law is enacted by Congress and that is an example of law. Okay? Ginawa ng Congress. While on the other hand, ang example ng jurisprudence, itong kaso ni Enrile, the legend Enrile, sabi ng Supreme Court, ito ay decision ng Supreme Court, pwede siyang bigyan ng bail under humanitarian consideration. So he was granted bail. And that is decisions of the Supreme Court and it is what we call jurisprudence or case law. So yan yung kaibahan ng law at saka ng jurisprudence. So paano ba ginagawa ang batas? But before that, let us discuss first ano yung tatlong branches ng government. Well, tatlong branches, they are co-equal kasi pareho sila ng power, but they are separate. No? There's what we call separation of powers. Yan. Now, yung una is yung legislative. Ano bang trabaho ng legislative branch of government? Ito yung tinatawag na law-making body. They make the law. They are the maker of law. Sila yung gumagawa ng batas, yung Republic Act. At sino ba ang nandito sa legislative natin? Well, legislative power is granted to Congress. Legislative power is granted to Congress. And under our Constitution, there are two houses of Congress. Ano yung dalawang houses ng Congress? One is Senate and the other one is House of Representative. House of Representative. So, sa Senate, nandun yung mga 24 congressman natin. Sa House of Representatives, nandun yung almost 300 congressman natin from different districts at saka ng party list. Now, another branch of government is yung executive branch of government. Ano bang trabaho ng executive branch? Ito yung nag-carry out ng law. Carries the law. What do you mean carries the law? Implement or execute the law. No? From the word executive means execution. So, sino bang nasa executive? Well, number one is, of course, the president. Ngayon, si President Duterte. Then you have the vice president, Leni Robredo, and the cabinet secretary. Like Guevara, Secretary of Justice, Duque, Secretary of Health. Sila yung nasa executive branch ng government. Then another branch of government is yung judicial or judiciary. Ano bang ginagawa ng judicial? Well, ito yung nag-i-evaluate. Ito yung nag-i-interpret ng batas, ng law. Okay? Ito bang law na to is constitutional or unconstitutional? Okay, so yan yung nag-i-interpret or nag-evaluate ng law. Sino bang nasa judicial? Yung Supreme Court. Supreme Court is composed of one Chief Justice and ngayon ang Chief Justice natin si Peralta. And of course, other courts like RTC, NTC, CA, Court of Appeals, yan yung other court. And they are judicial branch of government. So, paano ba ginawa ang batas? Again, ang gumagawa ng batas natin ay ang Congress. At anong yung dalawang houses ng Congress? We have the Senate and the House of Representatives. So, sila yung gumagawa ng batas. For example, alam niyo ba yung batas natin na Republic Act 11131, yung an act regulating the practice of criminology profession? Galing yan sa Senate, and that is Senate Bill number 452. Senate Bill number 452, introduced by Senator Antonio Trillanes. O si Trillanes. So, siya yung masasabi nating author ng new law natin sa criminology. And sa House naman, sa House of Representatives, ang tawag doon is House Bill number 7191. And pag sinabi ng enroll bill, ito yung bill na for signature na ng President. And the President signs Republic Act 11131 on November 8. Pero ito, mali ito. It's November 8, 2018, hindi 2019. Okay, so it's November 8, 2018. So, when the President signs the bill, the enroll bill, it becomes a law. And that is the approval. Iba naman yung effectivity. Okay. Now, ano ba yung mga limitasyon sa paggawa ng batas? What are limitations in promulgating law? Number one, you have the equal protection of laws. Equal protection of laws. Kailangan kasi, ang batas applicable sa lahat ng tao. Hindi pwedeng this law applies only to the people in Mindanao. This law applies only to the people in the Visayas. Hindi pwede yun. It is applies to all. Then you have the due process. Due process means before a law becomes effective, it must be published in newspaper in general circulation or in official gazette para it serves as notice to the to the people na may bagong batas. So that is due process. Ano pang ibang limitation? Bawal ang excessive fines. Yan, bawal excessive. Bawal din ang cruel, degrading, or inhuman punishment. Example, what if may jaywalking ordinance kayo? And jaywalking is punishable by 100,000 fines. Hindi ba, pwede ba yun? No, that is excessive. No? Excessive yan. Okay? Pwede ba na pag may na guilty ng rape ay puputulan ng aray? Hindi rin pwede. That's cruel, degrading, and inhuman punishment. Another example, I'll give you another example of this. Ito lang ito. Villar urge ban on only rice. Kasi gusto ni Senator Cynthia Villar na bawal lang only rice, bawal lang double rice. Kasi kailangan yung mga Pilipino healthy. One rice lang dapat. What if, sa batas na pinopose ni Cynthia Villar, ay 1 million yung fine pag nahuli kang nag-only rice ka o di kaya ay nagdo-double rice ka? Pwede ba yun under our Constitution? No, that is what we call excessive fines. 1 million. Anong akala niya sa mga Pilipino? Milyonaryo lahat. No, hindi pwede yun. So, excessive fines yun. Other cruel, degrading, human punishment. So, pag in-execute, pinugutan mo ng ulo ang isang tao sa harap ng publiko, that is cruel, degrading, inhuman punishment. That's an example of cruel, degrading, inhuman punishment. Ito rin, Brunei to become first Asian country to stone LGBTQ people to death for same-sex activity. So ito yung penalty pag nahuli kang merong partner na kapareho ng sexual orientation mo, same-sex activity, then ang penalty niyan ay stone to death. Stone to death. Pwede ba yan sa Pilipinas? No. That is cruel, degrading, inhuman punishment. Remember, stone to death ay mababasa natin sa Bible yan. No? Dati kasi, during the time of Mama Mary, ang isang babae na buntis at hindi kasado, walang kasal, ang babae na yon ay mamamatay through stoning or stone to death. So, is that valid? What if may similar law tayo dito sa Brunei? Is that valid? No. Cruel, degrading, inhuman punishment. No? Hindi pwede sa Pilipinas yan. Because sa Pilipinas, love wins. Love wins tayo. Now, ano naman yung ex post facto law? Well, ex post facto, ito no, basta sa board exam. It makes an act done punishable before the passage of the law. Innocent when done, criminal passages act. So, wala pang batas, uh, pero pinanish ka na. Bawal yun. No? Kasi remember, kung may tanong, anong nauna, yung law o yung crime, dapat nauna yung law before the crime. Because you cannot say that that's a crime without a law. Ito yung concept ng nolum crimen nola poena sine. There is no crime when there is no law punishing it. So dapat nauna yung law bago yung crime, and that is ex post facto law. Remember, ano yung tatlong characteristics ng criminal law natin? And that's PGT. Ano yung PGT? Hindi Pilipinas Got Talent. Prospective, generality, and territoriality. Ano yung prospective? Means a law looks forward. It will not look backward. So yan yung prospectivity. Ano exception ng prospectivity? Ito lang, basta super exam. Penal law shall have retroactive effect, mayroong retroactive effect, or it will go back if it is favorable to the person guilty of felony and it is not habitual criminal. Hindi siya habitual criminal. So kung favorable to the person, yung bagong batas, mag-apply sa kanya yon. Okay, so yan yung exception ng ex post facto law. Now, example, another example ex post facto law. If you remember, yung scandal ni Katrina Haliliarin ko, lumabas sa sometime on May 2009. 2009, lumabas yung scandal. Tapos yung Republic Act 9995 or Anti-Photon Video Bullyism Act was approved February 15, 2010. Now, ang tanong, can you punish Hayden ko for the act committed in 2009 when the law was approved in 2010? The answer is no. Hindi pwede. Kasi if you will punish Hayden ko for the act committed in 2009 when the law was approved in 2010, that will be ex post facto law. So, bawal yun. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng i-retroact yung the law will not give retroactive unless it is favorable to the accused who is not habitual criminal. Now, ano naman yung Bill of Attainder? Bill of Attainder is a legislative act of Congress which inflicts punishment without trial. Okay? Which inflicts punishment without trial. So, that is Bill of Attainder. If the punishment is less than death, then the act is called Bill of Pains or Penalties. So, ano bang legal basis dito? Actually, ang Bill of Attainder at saka ex post facto law, makikita natin yan sa Article 3, Section 2 ng 1987 Constitution. Nakalagay doon, no ex post facto law or Bill of Attainder shall be enacted. So, ano ba yung Bill of Attainder? Well, sa Tagalog yan, batas na nagpapataw ng sentensya o parusa na walang paglilitis. It's a legislative act that inflicts punishment without judicial trial. So, bawal yun. So, example, ito lang, example, hypothetical example. Okay, diba, if you remember, sabi ni President Duterte, CAPA is a continuing crime. What if Congress will enact a law stating that mere membership of CAPA is a crime? Punishable ka na. So, yan. Sabing, pag sumali ka ng CAPA, automatic guilty ka na dyan. Okay? What if may batas tayong ganun? And that is Bill of Attainder. Or kung hindi CAPA, magdalo. Kasi alam natin na kalaban yung magdalo ni President Duterte. O what if may batas, sabi sa batas, mere membership. Kung member ka ng magdalo group, automatic criminal ka na, automatic guilty ka na. And that is what we call Bill of Attainder. Sentensyado ka na kahit na walang paglilitis. Okay, I think that's the last slide for part 1 ng deduction.